There is a new detail about Enola Holmes 3 that explains exactly why the mystery is moving away from London for the first time. We might already know what is going to happen next, but there is one problem that changes the way Enola handles her own agency. This hidden connection between the arrival of Dr. Watson and the escape of Moriarty means one major character is going to be affected in a way that risks Enola's hard-won freedom. You are watching Screen Explain. The ending of the second film was not just a fun cameo, it was a setup for a much darker transition. Because Enola has now officially introduced Dr. Watson to Sherlock, she has unintentionally created a new barrier between herself and her brother. This is going to lead to a professional conflict where Enola's personal and professional dreams collide during a high-stakes case in Malta. This happens because the tone of the third film is shifting to be more grounded and mature. With Philip Barantini taking over as director, the whimsical Victorian vibe is being replaced by a PG-13 rating and a tighter, more dangerous plot. This will lead to a direct confrontation with Moriarty, who is no longer just a shadow, but an active threat targeting the Holmes family's reputation. So now the core question becomes, is Enola being forced into a life she doesn't want? We've seen first-look photos of Enola in a wedding gown, and this suggests a plot where she must go undercover or is being pressured into a social role that threatens her detective career. This removes her ability to break the fourth wall with the same confidence because the stakes involve her losing her identity to a tangled and treacherous conspiracy. A likely outcome for Enola Holmes 3 is the case of the bizarre case being adapted with a twist. This is the obvious direction because Dr. Watson's disappearance in the books provides the perfect bridge for Enola and Sherlock to team up again. However, the Malta setting threat is international, forcing Enola to realize that her agency isn't just about London, it's about a global game Moriarty has already started playing. Which leads to the final consequence. If Enola fails to stop the fire we see in the teasers, she loses her office and her partner, Lord Tuxbury. If she succeeds, she proves that the name Holmes belongs to her just as much as it does to Sherlock. So, will Enola accept a partnership with Sherlock, or will this case prove that they are better off working on opposite sides of the world? Subscribe to Screen Explain for more.